Pick a Chelsea pensioner, almost any Chelsea pensioner, and they'll almost certainly have a glowing tale about the time they met the Queen. Alan Hayter got closer than most, working in the royal household for 20 years, often at the palace for special events. Here he is on the far right of the picture, standing a row behind the Queen. So how did he find her?
A very, very pleasant woman. Very pleasant. She's just like one of us, you know. I think she's certainly done her duty.
And so did he. After his military service, years later, he served the royal family as a housekeeper and butler. And for the big state dinners, even roped his wife in to help.
She used to come up and all the silver had to be cleaned, which was one of my jobs, all the silver we had in the mess and the preparations, and we slept on a lilo.
Do you think the Queen ever realised that?
No, I don't think so.
He was rewarded for his duty with a Queen's Golden Jubilee medal, but it wasn't his only gift.
I was standing behind Her Majesty at one of the dinners, ready to pull a chair back, you know. And of course, she had the long dress on, and the captain on the left was standing on her foot of her dress. And I tapped him on this, you know. And he brewed his own sloe gin, and I had a bottle every Christmas after that.
I bet you did. Meet Michael Allen. He now conducts tours of the Royal Chelsea Hospital, coincidentally where he would first meet the Queen when he was 19, just a matter of months after he joined the military police. You were a naughty boy that day, weren't you? A naughty teenager?
I disobeyed an order. I was supposed to be on a car park. Everything was the parade had started, so I snuck in the building to have a look at the Queen, and got told by my sergeant to go back outside, and I refused.
He was punished, but the punishment for him was actually a reward. He became the Queen's official door opener.
So for nearly a year, whenever she went to a civic function somewhere, I was sent ahead, stand at the end of the red carpet and open Her Majesty's door for her.
For an ardent royalist like yourself, that must have been a dream job. What was it like?
It was just fantastic.
The first time you met her, the first thing you did was contact your mum.
We didn't have mobile phones in those days. Very few people had phones in their houses even, so I couldn't phone her. So I had to go back to my barrack room and write a very quick letter.
And what was her reaction when she knew that within months of that new job, this is what had happened to you?
Oh, she was so proud. She just told all her neighbours, and my son met the Queen. The Queen spoke to my son, you know.
He was thrilled to meet her again on several occasions. This is a photo full of smiles and giggles. What was going on in that moment? What was she doing?
The chap that she's actually facing was a guy called Tom Beardsley.
This gentleman here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was introduced to her as captain of the bowls. Well, I just joined the bowls team then, and Her Majesty made comments that, oh, she hadn't bowled for years, and I cheekily said to her, well, why don't you invite us to Windsor, and we'll have a game with you, have a match with you. And she said, I'll have to get my bowls arm ready. Went like this, and the photograph it looks as if she's threatening me.
Luckily, all the photographs, kept from day one.
Well, a fellow Chelsea pensioner with an entire book of military memories is village publican's son turned former Sergeant Major of Sandhurst, Ray Huggins. This was him rehearsing for Princess Elizabeth's wedding day. It would be the first time he got a glimpse of the future Queen.
But wonderful. Just to be standing there and breathing deeply so you didn't faint.
He didn't on that occasion or any since. He met her so many times his friends here say he was on first-name terms with her. He remembers her attention to detail.
And Her Majesty said to me, I thought your escort were particularly good. And I looked at her and I said, but Mum, you're not on parade when we have the old colours. She said, no, but I always watch from the upstairs window. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, the world's leading authority on any military parade.
Years later, they met again at one of her garden parties where once again she praised his battalion. Please express my sincere congratulations to all ranks of the 2nd Battalion Grenadier Guards on their excellent parade this morning.
Wonderful. So, that was supposed to do the rounds, but when he got to my office, that was it, in the folder.
It's in the book.
It's in
How many such military men had the Queen met over quite so many decades, but to Ray's surprise, by the time he became a Chelsea pensioner, she clearly remembered him.
Lieutenant Colonel said, "Your Majesty," and she said, "Hello, Mr. Huggins." I mean, what do you do?
And what did you do?
I mean, I must have looked a real idiot because I just couldn't, I can't believe this, that I wasn't introduced. She just said, "Hello, Mr. Huggins." Oh, sorry. You know, it's a wonderful, wonderful person, regardless of integrity, dignity, sense of duty, everything about Her Majesty. A wonderful, wonderful person.